Hello, I'm Moira Alderson with the BBC News. A total of 12 Israeli and 4 Thai hostages held by Hamas in the Gaza Strip have arrived in Israel after being handed over to the Red Cross. This is the 6th group to be released in as many days of a temporary truce. The Israeli Prison Service says it's freed 30 Palestinian women and teenage boys in return. The US Secretary of State Antony Blinken has arrived in Tel Aviv to discuss extending the temporary pause, which is due to end in a few hours. Speaking to the BBC, an Israeli government minister, Amichai Hikli, said regardless of how long the current truce lasts, Israel had not abandoned its objective of destroying Hamas.
I don't know to tell you specifically whether it should be 3 days or 5 days. The important thing is that when it's over, the war will continue full power to eliminate Hamas.
The US authorities have charged an Indian government employee with conspiring to assassinate an American citizen who advocated for an independent Sikh nation. Prosecutors in New York State say accuse Nikhil Gupta of trying to hire a hitman to murder the intended victim. A similar case occurred in Canada 2 months ago. Neda Tawfiq has more on the prosecutor's case.
They say that the Indian government employee gave Nikhil Gupta information about the target, his day-to-day activities, his address, his phone number. And when that Sikh Canadian citizen, Hardeep Singh Nijaran, was killed in British Columbia, they say Nikhil Gupta sent a video of that to this hitman he thought he was hiring and said it was now time to go ahead. There was no need to wait. It was time to carry out that assassination, that target. And the United States says that they foiled that plot.
Bolivian police have handed over to Brazil a man identified as a senior figure in one of South America's most powerful cartels, the First Capital Command, or PCC. Igor Oliveira is believed to lead the PCC in the Brazilian border state of Mato Grosso. He was transferred to the Brazilian border authorities under heavy security. Peru's Constitutional Court has restored the controversial pardon given to the former president Alberto Fujimori and said he must be released. He's serving a prison sentence for corruption and human rights abuses. His crimes included murders and kidnappings carried out during his government's battle against Maoist rebels in the 1990s. His daughter Keiko Fujimori has been pressing for his release.
My father is an 85-year-old man who has different illnesses, something which is public knowledge. He's been deprived of his freedom for more than 16 years, and I believe it is enough.
BBC News. Hopes by the Dutch far-right politician Geert Wilders to put together a viable coalition have been dealt a blow after the new Social Contract Party said it was not ready to negotiate over joining a cabinet. The NSC leader said he had problems with parts of Mr Wilders' party platform, which contradicted the Dutch constitution. Anna Holligan reports from The Hague.
Peter Omtzigt is essentially saying he's got nothing to discuss with Geert Wilders, at least until a range of assurances are given. In a letter, Mr Omtzigt outlined some of his red flags, including the PVV's desire to stop sending civil and military support to Ukraine, and an ambition to hold a Nexit referendum on whether the Netherlands should remain in the EU. This matters because Mr Omtzigt's new social contract is the only major party that could have signed up to a cabinet with the PVV.
Cristiano Ronaldo is facing a class action lawsuit in the United States over his promotion of Binance, the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the world. The plaintiffs claim the football star's endorsement led them to making loss-making investments in non-fungible tokens or NFTs. They're seeking damages of more than $1 billion. Astronomers have marvelled at the discovery of a closely packed group of 6 planets that have unerringly stable orbits since their formation around a star 4 billion years ago. Writing in Nature, they say this indicates that the planets never experience major impacts or the close passage of another star to disrupt their orbital rhythms over time. The Canadian government's reached a deal with Google that will see it pay news outlets more than $73 million to host their content. The tech giant had been threatening to remove news stories from search results in protest at a government bill mandating payment. A government minister said the deal followed weeks of productive discussions. BBC News.